Well, me and Robert finally settled on a Who track that I haven't done yet, so here we go. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I guess I know I am. And we are back with, of course, The Who for Who Wednesday. We're going to be listening to an album I didn't know existed. I believe it's the one right after Quadrophenia. Something to do with, what was it, Faces? Face Dances. It's a very interesting cover too. I think obviously this is the first one with Kenny Jones taking over for Mooney. So it's obviously that's always going to be really a hard album, you know, after a tragedy like that. And I get that you have to move on. You know, you can't just stop everything for that. And it's sad, obviously, but Kenny's a hell of a drummer though. So he's definitely, he's not Keith, but nobody's Keith, so it all works out. I'm excited to check this out. The track is called Another Tricky Day. It is the last track on the album, I believe. Let me double check before I get fact checked. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a couple tracks in this album that apparently are decent and pretty really good, but it got really mixed reviews apparently. But some of them gave them 5 stars, some of it gave it 2 stars. So it's one of those albums, if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't, and that's okay. So let's do it. Thank you again to our patron, Robert K, for picking this. He gave me like 3 other ones. I was like, look, I got like an hour till recording. Let me know. We picked this one, so here we go. And we've done one track with Kenny Jones, and it's my second favorite Who track, and that's Eminence Front. God, that song is so good. Can we listen to Eminence Front too? I might do that. All right. Here we go. Another Tricky Day by The Who in 3, 2, 1, go. And we do this every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there. I saw the video and I thought it was from my generation just because of the black and white.
You can't always get it when you really want it. You can't always get it.
Damn, Ox is always such a beast, bro.
This is no social crisis, just another tricky day for you.
That bass line is ferocious.
You can't always get higher just because you aspire. You could expire even knowing. Don't push the hands, just hang on to the band, and you can dance while your knowledge is growing. You can have it anytime. You can't expect to never cry. Patience is priceless when you try to fly so high.
Pete and Roger together are just magic, man.
This is no social crisis. This is you having fun. Getting burned by the sun. This is true. This is no social crisis. Just another tricky day for you.
That bass is so sick.
Another tricky day. Another gently nagging pain. What the papers say just seems to bring down heavy rain. The world seems in a spiral. That seems such a worthless title. The break out will start a fire, you all. It's all here on the vinyl. There's no prizes, just you having fun. There's no prizes, getting burned by the sun. You got no prizes, this is true. This is no social crisis, just another tricky day for you.
I love Kenny's kid.
You can't always
It looks so
get it
cool.
when you really want it. You can't always get it at all. Just because it's space in your life, it's a waste. Spend your time, why don't you wait for the call? Just gotta get used to it. Gotta get used to waiting. Gotta get used to it. You know how the ice is. Gotta get used to it. It's thin where you're skating. This is no surprise. This is you having fun. No surprise. Getting burned by the sun.
There you go, Kenny.
This is no social crisis. Just another tricky day for you, fella.
So what context am I missing for the lyrics?
Just another tricky day
It sounds like it's like of day like sort of stuff, you
for
know?
you. Just another tricky day for you. Just another tricky day. Just another tricky day for you. You'll get through.
And that's the last track on the album. Interesting. I have like more, I guess, like meta comments more than anything, I'd say, with this one. I obviously loved Pete and Roger's harmony. John's bass, the entire song is just, like I said, ferocious, man. He really is just an animal. I can't help but feel like this is them at their lowest, almost. Like, I don't know if it's not like in a quality sort of way. I'm talking like in their mental sort of, not acuity, what's the word? Like mental, just I guess you could say health, well-being, whatever. It's almost like the life had been drained out of them. Sorry, I was thinking like the black and white video too. I don't know if that was like a I don't know. See, I'm just thinking artsy. It could have just been a black and white video, Lee. Who knows? I definitely did feel like there was obviously something something that tore a chunk out of them, and it was just obviously missing. Like everything else was operating fine, but that chunk was gone, you know? And obviously that was Keith. And it's really hard to replace a drummer that is as explosive, and he's like a wild card, you know, sort of thing. When he does come in and do his thing, it's just like incredible to behold, you know? He's not always like the most, I don't know, consistent, precise drummer, you know, but the way that he does, like, it's insane. Like, he's one of a kind, and his mannerism and how he plays and all that, his whole style, it's just him, you know? And I think he gets it from Buddy Rich, right? I think that was his idol, if I remember correctly. And you can definitely feel like there's just something missing here. It's a good song, no matter what. It's definitely a good song. Very good chorus. I think I'm mixing like the cultural, social context from it, though, whatever they're singing about. In the beginning, it kind of felt like they were singing about like the loss of Keith, but then it kind of, I don't know, the whole social crisis. This is another tricky day for you, you know? Like, I don't know what that means exactly. So maybe I have to hear the whole album. Maybe it's one of those things. I don't know if there's like a cultural or social thing that they're singing about exactly. I know that my audience is very in tune with, you know, all this stuff. So I know one of you guys will know. Because I just, you know, it helps the pieces fit better for me when I just have the context for everything and know what they're singing about. But yeah, it just kind of, I don't know. I enjoyed it, though. I definitely didn't like it as much as Eminence Front. That's a special song. Like even for post Keith, I feel like that is one of their best songs. You know, I'd say easily. But I don't know if that's just my personal taste speaking. I don't know, but I feel like that song is just so good. This one was pretty good. I wouldn't say I loved it, but I definitely enjoyed it. I had a good time. It had a good atmosphere. The video was fun. But I feel like I'm just like missing, you know, I don't know if it's like I have to listen to the album to get the context. I don't know if it's, like I said, social or whatever, but I know that Pete likes to write like a lot about social stuff and, changes. And I know he was kind of seemed like a progressive kind of guy in the way that he wrote. And, especially in like the concept stuff, like it's always a story about somebody who was down or, in a kind of, like with Tommy, as a disabled guy. I know that's like all just, I don't know, it's all just fiction, make believe music, but I feel like you definitely, that's how if things do need to change, if people are swinging a certain way that, that maybe we shouldn't, I think music and art is a wonderful tool, because sometimes people do need their minds changed about things. And I'm not saying that in any kind of like authoritarian way like that, but like just with certain things that maybe if we've held on to for a long time, and some people are just stubborn and obstinate. And I'm not talking about anything in particular, I'm just generalizing right now. And I feel like people in art just go like peanut butter and jelly, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the best way for people to learn, I feel like, is through music, through art itself, be it drawing, painting, whatever, because it inspires thought, it inspires critical thinking. It makes you think, what does that mean to me? What does this mean? And I think that is one of the best tools. And I think Pete knew that, because he definitely infused all of his concept albums, it felt like and all of that with a lot of social commentary and stuff like that. And I feel like some things do need to be pointed out. Like, some people don't get treated fairly, so it gets pointed out. But sometimes it can go too far, and then you start blaming everybody for everything. And I think that, it's a pendulum, things swing one way and they go back and forth, back and forth. That's why I try to stay in the middle on things, because I know that no matter what, it's always going to reach back at the, equilibrium, shall we say, so I just keep my stuff in the middle, because I feel like, there's good ideas on each side of the, whatever, the what's tug and pull of, what society is, and, progressing and conserving, progressing and conserving. And I guess, by using those words, that's where, they get their political party names from. But I didn't really mean it in that sense. But, people change, cultures change, history didn't stop in 1991, to the contrary, it's, I think, been crazy ever since. Like there's a little bit, a couple of years there where, the world was calm for a little bit, and then everything just started popping off, with proxy wars and such, but that had been going on for a while anyway. So that's what all the stuff we got into back in the day was about. But I got way off track. Thank you, Robert. That was a pretty good track. I enjoyed it. I would definitely listen to it again. Not my favorite Who track, but no matter what, these guys are one of my favorite bands now, so I'm gonna ride with them. And I might check out more from this album, because I'm interested to see what else they have to show from this. I don't know if this is like, I don't know, just what the whole album represents. I don't know if it sounds like this. It could be something else on there. So we'll check it out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me for another Who Wednesday. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for, this is, one of our longest running series. It really is. So I just want to say thank you to all the Who fans that have stuck around. And if you've been here since the first video, let me know. I would definitely, I'll pin your comment if you have. Because what was my first one? It was Love Reign Army. I know, like, there's a few people that have, but, the Who fans that found me just because of the Who. If you found me because of that video, I'll pin your comment. Let me know. I think that's it. Thanks again, Robert. I'm out. Patreon, right there, right? That's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. Join the $15 tier or up. You get one for your request a month. There's other tiers for other amounts of requests. I'm about to make some changes for next month. And I'm going to be opening up the $10 tier again. And it's going to be like for short tracks and stuff like that. Because I don't know. I don't like paywalling people for, doing this stuff. But I mean, it is what I do at the same time. So I gotta, like, just like I said, you gotta find the balance, the equilibrium of everything, and, what my time is worth, and, such things. And, I feel like, I've progressed very far, and I've come a long way in a short amount of time, and that's all due to you guys. And I'm very thankful, and like I said yesterday, I thank my lucky stars for all of you guys. I really do, every day. And stop being sappy, you weirdo. There's also a PayPal and Cash App in the description if you want to send a request or a tip in that way.